Hey, good day, everyone. It's Craig Campbell from Pastor Craig's Vintage Cards, and today I want to take a quick look at my Kaline run. I was watching the Tigers and the Astros playoff game, and they had mentioned that today was 50 years. October 2nd, 1974 was the day that Kaline played his last game, and he retired on that day. So 50 years ago today, Mr. Tiger, Kaline, had retired, and so that got me to thinking about Kaline. He was one of my favorite players. I've got to see him play quite a few times in Milwaukee. For whatever reason, my dad liked to see Kaline play, so we used to go to a lot of Tigers Brewers games. And I know my brother and my dad, they were big Kaline fans. My dad always appreciated the way that Kaline played the game. He thought he was really a complete player. And when you look at the numbers for Kaline, that's absolutely what he was. He was a complete and consistent player. So I wanted to take a look at my Kaline cards and show them to you and talk a little bit about his career, and really just to celebrate and honor Kaline and his 50th year since he's retired from baseball. So let me get the camera paused here and I'll turn it around and we will continue on. Alrighty, you can see there I'm got the nice book on Kaline, the biography of Kaline, and we're going to start off here with his 1975 cards, the regular and the many, celebrating Kaline joining the 3,000 hit club. He ended up with 3,007 hits, and he finished his career with 399 home runs. So Kaline is a member of the 3,000 hit club and almost the 400 home run club. So we take a look at the 1974 card for Kaline, just a real nice picture of him there playing first base. And Kaline was the model of consistency. In April, for his career in April, he hit 292. In May, he hit 295. In June, he hit 295. In July, he hit 296. In August, he hit 298. September, he hit 307. And then in his limited postseason careers, he hit 333. So Kaline was just certainly just a model of consistency. His averages over the months was just almost the same, which is really quite amazing. This is the 1972 card. I really like this card a lot. Just a real beauty. The 72 set is probably my favorite. But Kaline had a 22-year career, and he had 3,007 hits, 399 home runs. He had 1,583 RBIs. He ended up with 10 gold gloves. And he played in 18 All-Star games. Here's a nice 1971 card that I'm going to get sent off. I'm a little bit worried that it's trimmed, but I'm going to get it sent off to SGC, and we will find out. It's a real beauty. Love the 71 set, of course. They're so hard to find, but this has got just fantastic borders, and I'm just a little bit concerned on the trimming of that, but just a great card, the 71. But yeah, he had 18 All-Star games in which he batted 324 with 100% on the fielding percentage. And here's just a really nice 1970 card at Yankee Stadium. You can see the facade in the background, and I really like those Detroit away jerseys, and just a nice card. I always like the back on these 1970 cards. And you can see Al had quite the career there because there's only room for one line of information. And what a great player Kaline was. But he ended his career with a 297 average. Now, his first year in baseball, in 1954, his first full season, he played in 138 games. What's pretty amazing is he only hit 4 home runs with 43 RBIs. He had 139 hits, but 114 of them were singles. That's just not very many extra base hits at all. But that was a young Kaline, and 138 games his first year is pretty good. But here's a 1969 card. They're so hard to find these centered, but the 69 set's one of my favorite sets. And again, it's just kind of neat how he has the just enough room for the one line there. And he hit 378 or 379 and hit 2 home runs in the 68 World Series, which was such a big moment for him to finally win the World Series after almost 15 years in pro ball. Now, Al Kaline, in the biography here, his book, he talks about his growing up from a very, very poor family in Baltimore. His dad was a broom maker, made brooms, and his mother had some really bad eye problems. And Al Kaline, when he signed his first contract, the first thing he did is he paid off his parents' mortgage, and then he got eye surgery for his mom to save her eyesight. And Kaline, when he started off as a kid, he was 8 years old and had 2 inches of his bone removed from his foot, and which caused a lot of problems for him in his career also as well. But here's a nice 1968 Al Kaline, a PSA 4. These are so hard to find centered. The back is in pretty good shape, but yeah, these are so hard to find centered. I'm building the 68 set, and so they're tough. But this is a pretty nice looking card here, so really like the 68 set. Here's a 1967. I love this year. Really nice cards. And Al Kaline, he just had such a good career, I think. Just very underrated. He was asked in 1968 about not quite being a superstar. And Kaline said, Mays, Mantle, Aaron Clemente, Frank Robinson, Yastrzemski, he says, I think the guys you mentioned, they're all certainly better players than I am. They're more exciting. Plus, they've all played in the World Series, but I can hold my own with these guys. He said, maybe not in home runs. He said there's a very fine line between them and myself. And Al Kaline was a great player, but he was not a Mickey Mantle or a Willie Mays or a Hank Aaron or a Clemente, Frank Robinson, Yastrzemski. But boy, he was a really good player. I love these 65 cards, just a great card. But love the 65. Here's just another one of my favorite cards, the 1964. The 64 set seemed to have a lot of headshots, I guess, but just a really nice card. The orange back is not one of my favorites, but I do like the fronts of the cards. Another famous quote that Al Kaline had, he said, I showed up, I played, and I loved it. And he was a gamer. Al Kaline was just a great player. A lot of people forget how good of an outfielder he was. Probably the second best right fielder in baseball behind Roberto Clemente. Kaline was a very solid right fielder. He had a great arm. His rookie year, he led the league with 16 assists from the outfield, and people learned pretty quick not to run on Al Kaline. Just a solid player. Here's the 61 All-Star. As you can see, I was missing the 66 card, the 73 card, and as well as the 62. He had an All-Star card and a regular issue card, of course, in the 62 set. And here's the 61 All-Star and the 61 regular. I love these 61 All-Stars. They're just so cool. And just a real nice picture of Al there in the 61. When it comes to the 60 set, this is one of my favorite sets, but I'm missing the All-Star card for Al Kaline. It's a high number, and to find one in really nice shape, they're hard to find. The one I'm looking for and at the right price, but love the 60 set. But Al Kaline, the thing that's often forgot about him is that he missed 500 games during his career. I mean, there's a nice 59. Got a crease in this one here. That's why I haven't graded it yet. I'm looking to upgrade it, and but just happy just to really have the this card here. But yeah, Kaline, he missed a lot of games, and 500 to his career, which is amazing. There's a really nice the 59 All-Star card. It's kind of a recent pickup there. I love these All-Star cards. They're really, really nice. The 59s, Kaline had quite a few cards in here. Here's the Pitchers Beware with Kaline and Maxwell, and nice card there. I don't have the Tiger Sluggers one with him and Harvey Keene. This one here is a recent pickup. I just really love this card. Kaline becomes the youngest batting champion. It's a 4, but boy, look at how well centered that is. And on these baseball thrills, it seems like the centering just really jumps out with that white border and with the field back there. But that's just a nice card. So I was happy to get this. One of my favorite cards there. But yeah, Al Kaline, he had a lot of injuries. He had a knee injury, was in the hospital for 5 days his rookie year. 57, he was plagued with a sore shoulder. Here's a real nice 58. Love the logo and the red background. Just a great card. One of my favorites of the Kaline here. But he had, in 1959, he got hit in the cheek by a second baseman's relay throw to first to break up a double play. Here's the 57. I'm looking for a much better copy than the one that I have here. But it's kind of a little bit lower on my list of cards I'm looking for since I already have one. But nice 57. 1960, he had some left knee problems and low blood pressure. In 1962, he fractured his collarbone playing against the Yankees on national TV at Yankee Stadium. I guess he made a game-winning catch on an Elston Howard fly ball, and then when he fell down, he broke his collarbone and he missed quite a bit of time. This is one of my favorite cards here, the 56. Just really love this. Nice, sharp card. And 56, that's my favorite set. Just a real nice card there. And then 1962 or 1963, he had a knee injury that just kind of hobbled him. In 65, he had a pulled rib cage. He missed 18 games. 1967, he broke his finger throwing his bat into the bat rack in the dugout after a strikeout, and he fractured his finger. He missed 26 games. He said he was so embarrassed and really upset at himself for doing that. And, here's a nice 55. It's only a PSA 2, but boy, it's a nice looking card. And when you get really, really close, you can see some of the issues. But for me, I'm really happy with this one here. And then in 1968, he broke his forearm. The year they won the World Series in May, he was hit by a pitch and broke his forearm, and he ended up missing 5 weeks out of that. And here's a great 55 Bowman. This has got the lighter colored wood. The earlier card numbers seem to have the lighter color than the darker, and this is just a really, really nice 55 Bowman here. Really happy to have this. And I think I got this at Strongsville from Don Field of Dreams. He was selling some cards and picked that up. I was really stoked to pick that one up. And then in 1973, he menaced 91 games throughout that season, just nagging injuries, which was really leading to him deciding it was time to retire from baseball. Here's a 70th year commemorative card. They're not very expensive, but I try to pick these up. I have one for Eddie Matthews, and now I have this one for Al Kaline, and just kind of a neat little 70th logo patch for Al Kaline. And but yeah, you think about missing 500 games. That's over like 3 years of play. I mean, wow, he would have certainly ended up with over 450 home runs more than likely. Here's a card I found in the bottom of a box of mine. That's a post serial from 1963, I believe. Not very well cut. I just grabbed this out of a dollar box. You can see it's even nicked up there, but have that. And then this last one is like a refractor from the Allen and Ginter, and Topps Chrome, and just picked this one up a little while ago. It's numbered 14 out of 99, and just wanted to put this into my Kaline collection. But there we have it, Al Kaline. Just a great player. And 50 years ago today, he retired. And this is my Perez Steel that's signed by Kaline. And I just really, really love this piece. They're beautiful. And it's got such a nice, bold signature on there. And boy, Kaline was a great player. And you know, he's got so many cards in the hobby, going from the 50s to the 70s. And you know, once you get past his rookie card, the prices become much more affordable for nice Al Kaline cards. And I think he's worth having in your collection if you don't already have him. And again, Al was just a great player, Mr. Tiger, and you know, probably the greatest Tiger behind only Ty Cobb. And so I just wanted to share my Kaline cards with you on this 50th year since Al Kaline retired. And hope you enjoy the hobby, and we will talk later.